Hey, everybody. Hello. Let me adjust the camera. I'm a little crooked. Well, I mean, I'm totally crooked anyway, but we're going to try to get this going today. I moved the camera, now you got a picture behind me because it was overcast today. So as you guys come in, say hey. If you are getting a chance to watch the replay, comment #replay for me, please, and thank you. Let me turn the volume all the way down on this and bring it up on my phone so that when you guys join and you say hello, I'll be able to see it. Oh, look, yeah. Hi, Haley, how are you? Okay, okay, so I'm not so sure about the lighting in here, and I had to back the camera way up so that y'all could be able to see my desk. I guess I could have moved it back, but you know, this is a process. Susan Castles, hello. Okay, so we're gonna do tea towels today. So here's the thing. I'm so glad to hear that. Susan, how's work today? So we were going to do the Club Couture, and I was gonna do it on the banner. And let me just tell you something right now. Oh, look, y'all can see the ring light right there in the glass. We were going to do the banner and everything. And can y'all believe that I don't have the large banner? How is that possible? I have enough inventory in this house literally to start my own store. It's ridiculous. So, hi, Delana. Okay, so, oh, good for you, Susan. I know, I've got to jump off this and then do dinner and try to get my life in order. Seriously. So, oh, did you just buy tea towels? That's what we're doing today. We're going to work on these little babies right here. The sweet on the inside, cook, pray, and eat. Leftovers are for quitters and made from scratch. We're going to do 3 of those tea towels on here. And I finally got my parchment paper. I mean, it's the process, y'all. I have not been able to see the new baby yet due to COVID restrictions, which I'm not happy about, but little Ollie is doing better. And, oh, good. And he is going to be able to go home hopefully this week. We're praying hard for that to happen. So I have been very distracted, worried about little Ollie Bolly. So if you wonder what's been going on, that's what, hey Narita, how are you? So I have been like beside myself with worry over that little guy. So I got several colors here, but let's be honest. My kitchen is like shades of brown. So we are probably literally going to go with, he had some breathing issues when he was born, and he had to be put on oxygen, and because of that he had a little feeding tube, and so it was a little serious. It gave us quite the scare, but he is much better, thank God. He has wonderful parents, and they are just doing everything they can to take care of the little guy. Okay, so that is the deal with Ollie Bolly. Okay, so let me grab the black too, because you know I'm gonna use black. We know this about myself. Okay, so let's talk about these tea towels, okay? These are my favorite. Me too. Oh my God. Hi AJ. How are ya? How you been? What you been up to? What you doing? Who you know? Let's just get that out in the open. If y'all have not heard of AJ, he's just as cute as a bug in a rug. He's one of my favorite people on the planet. Hi, Candace. Happy birthday. Okay, so tea towels. Okay, so this is my favorite tea towel, probably on the planet. I don't like the tea towels that you get at Walmart because they seem to have like, they're a cheaper material. This are, let me see who they're by. CAF Home. I get them on Amazon. They're hard to find though, but they're really long. I love them. So, oh, you're welcome. How was it turning 40? Okay, so Here's the story about inking, because that's what we're going to do today, right? So we're going to be using these silk screen reusable transfers right here. And then we are going to, yeah, little O's doing good. We are going to ink these. So here's how you prep your surface. Whenever you're inking fabric, you want to pre-iron, okay? That when you pre-iron, not only does that get out all the wrinkles that is could possibly allow air to get between the transfer and the tea towel, but it takes the moisture out of the cloth. So your fabric is and your ink is going to dry that much faster, okay? Now, I'm a really messy crafter. I mean, it's ridiculous. So I will probably have things all over my hands. There'll probably be like 27 mistakes. Hey, Patricia, but you know, we don't judge here. We're not perfection. So we're just crafters. So if you are looking for a super neat crafter, you're probably not gonna find it here. But if you're messy like me, welcome. All right, let's grab a pair of scissors. All right, so I got my scissors. And let's grab the ink mat. See, this is why I turned my table this way, because I need to be able to move around the room everywhere. And this just, I love this rolling chair, but here's the thing. This is a tile floor and this chair is probably gonna catch on a groove. So at some point I will probably end up on the floor, and y'all can laugh with me. It's fine, won't hurt my feelings at all. Okay, so let's get started. I've already folded these towels, so they're really long. I fold them in half like this, okay? Fold them in half, and then I tri-fold them so that it gives me my true center of where the picture is gonna go, where it's gonna hang nice and pretty on my oven. That's where I hang mine at. Where do y'all hang your tea towels? Like what spot in your kitchen? I hang mine on my oven. Is that a thing? And then we need to have listen, we need to have a serious discussion about something. I need to know, and this, y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, but it's a serious discussion. I need to know what y'all call the end of bread. I know, I'm all over the place today. Y'all have to bear with me. What do you call the end of a piece of bread? Like where you're from? Is this like a geographical thing? I mean, what is it? I find that everybody calls it something different, so I'm eager to find out what y'all call it. Okay. Oh, you do yours on the oven? Okay. All right, Haley, we're on the same. We're on the same. Okay, let me move these to the side. We're going to go from this way to this way with these tea towels, okay? All right, so I've got a sticky mat here, Chocolate. This is the large one. I think it's like 11 by 17 or something. I cut mine because this size, when I cut it, is perfect for onesies. It's perfect to go right across in the top for t-shirts, but it also fits perfectly inside of my my tea towels so that I can keep them folded so I can kind of visualize where the pattern's gonna be. That's just how I like to do mine. You could open yours all the way. So, okay, so you call the end, you call the end of bread the butt. Haley calls it a heel. What, Tanya, where do you call the end of a bread if you're still here? All right, so I'm smoothing this down, okay? Smoothing this down. Now you could certainly make these two-sided. Like you could do this way, and then you could flip it over and do it this way as well, which we might do one of those for that. Let's just get crazy. Why not? Okay, so, all right, so we're going to take this out of this reusable packaging, okay? Silkscreen transfer, reusable, yucky, Westercom, whatever. Patricia calls it the heel. Westercom calls it the heel. Yeah. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to cut these apart. I'm using the Chocolate shears, and I'm going to tell you why. These are Teflon coated. They are made so they will not, this sticky part of the transfer will not gum up your scissors. So they're meant not to stick. That's the best thing about these. If you already have a pair of Teflon scissors, use those. If you don't, make sure you clean your scissors after you use them, okay? All right, so let's cut this up. Sorry, somebody's messaging me. And I don't have my glasses on. That was such an old lady thing to do. Did y'all see that? I mean, I went full on squint. Okay. All right, I'm cutting these up, and then I'm just going to number them because there are 4 different pieces. I want the right backers to go with the right transfer. So let me grab one of my markers. Listen, I'm enjoying this little wheel and chair. Where has this been my whole life? Okay, save your packaging. It's got all your instructions on there, okay? It's going to tell you exactly how to peel, apply, paste, ink, remove, clean, dry, and store your transfer. It's all there. So if you get something at home and you don't remember what I said, don't panic. It's right here. If this makes no sense to you whatsoever, once you get it home, just message me. I always have my phone with me, okay? All right, so let's store this to the side. And then we are going to just number these. Some people, you'll see if you watch other designers, Hannah! Hi, Hannah! Hey, Patty! They like to, they'll write on the back of theirs. I don't have time for that. So I just number mine because I'm super lazy. So I'm just going to number them. And then if I write my number on this side, I write the number on the back of it on the same side so the numbers will match up. I try to make it as easy as possible for myself. All right, so there we go. Now that we have that out of the way, we're just going to start inking. Okay, so we talked earlier, my kitchen's is shades of brown. I don't know that it's going to stay that way, but for right now, we're going to do shades of brown. Well, that's a lie. We're going to do gold. I can't do brown. So we're going to do gold, but I love the gold. I love the shimmer inks. If you have ever used our ink before, throw up some hearts. Hey, and if you're new coming on, tell us what you call the end of the bread. This is like a fascinating subject for me today, apparently. See, there you go, Haley. Keep it going. Haley, you're in charge of the bread. Anytime you see somebody new come on, ask them what they do with their bread. All right, so we're going to do sweet on the inside. Now, here's the best thing about inking fabric. You don't have to fuzz. So normally when you use paste, you have to fuzz the back of the transfer. But when you are inking this, you don't have to worry about that. You do still have to remember that when you go to lift your transfer up, don't curl back. Similar to a t-shirt, when you curl back, it bends the fabric in your transfer because these are silk screen. And what happens is when this is wet and then it dries, that transfer, if you have stretched it in any way, it's going to want to curl up on the ends. So to avoid that, simply lift up in the center. Don't pull corner to corner because that'll stretch against the bias like a true fabric. You're just going to lift straight up. I actually push my backer sheet away from my transfer instead of pulling the transfer away from the backer sheet. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do right up here, sweet on the inside, and then I'm going to try not to tilt my head and get this straight because we all know I have a problem with that. Let me tell you, I have this ring, this halo around my eye right now from looking up at the camera from that bright light. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around. Tell me if it's straight. It looks straight to me. Does that look straight to you guys? I hope so. Okie dokie. So here's the thing. We have our copper ink and we have our gold ink. I kind of like the copper, let's be honest. Which one do you like? This is copper. This is gold. Can y'all see that? The difference in it? Which one do you like? I kind of like the copper because it kind of has more of a, no, it's not as brassy as the gold. Does that make sense? Hi, Bonnie. Does it make sense that it is not copper? I think so too. Look, everybody, I always get this question about how long does the ink and the paste last? Okay, so if you're a designer on here, this is the original size, which is a 2-ounce jar. I have fuzz on it. A 2-ounce jar of our ink. This is the size that it originally came in when Chalk Couture was about a year old. So the company is now 3 years old. So this ink, 2 years old. I mean, it's lasted that long. A long, long time. Long time. Look, and it still has like that little plastic cap that goes on the, that they used to come with. They don't come with that anymore. That's how long I've had this. Isn't that crazy? Do you still have some too, Tanya? Yeah, Tanya's been with me from the very beginning, and those have, I mean, they last a really long time. I love our inks. Okay, so I already got it on my hands. All right, so I am still going to get out a plastic stir stick and stir this up just a smidge. Just a smidge. Okay, so this, still great consistency, and y'all, I am finally getting down to the bottom. The very, very bottom. I'm going to be sad to see this go. But you know what? I save these jars, and when I want to mix my own colors to come up with something completely unique, I save those, and then I rinse them out, and then I reuse them. Wait, I'm not going to toss that across the room. I specifically brought something over here for that. All right, so let's just get into it, shall we? Why not? Okay, so this is a mini squeegee. They come in a pack of 12. If you have bought any of my Try It kits or anything like that, that you've bought from me personally, not off the website, you have already received these. Normally they come in a pack of 12. They're fantastic. I personally think the pack of 12 is worth it because you don't have to continually clean your squeegee off in between colors. But since we're just probably going to use probably copper, maybe black, I don't know. We won't be using a lot of them. But when you're doing big projects, these are really useful. Okay, so move your tub away from your project because nothing makes you cry faster than getting all the way done and then dumping your project into the tub of ink. I know from experience, and we've done it live together. So, all right, so here we go, right here. So, is this straight? Did y'all tell me if this was straight? It looks straight. Let's just go with it, shall we? Okay, I'm gonna turn it to the side. When doing inks, you're gonna start above the silk screen on the green part of the silk screen, okay? Not on the actual cut out of the silk screen. So you're gonna go up at the top, and then you're gonna bring your squeegee all the way down. I'm holding it at a 90-degree angle, and then I'm just dragging it across that surface. I feel it on my fingers. Okay. Make sure you keep your hands clean because it won't come off. I mean, it's not designed to, it's ink, so be careful with that. If you think that you might not be able to stay on a project, like if the edge is pretty close to your design, just use some of our placement tape or painter's tape, okay? And give yourself a little extra room. That works nicely as well. All right, so we're gonna bring this straight down. I'm gonna hold this at a 90-degree angle and I scrape across it. So I'm pressing down and I'm scraping across it to move this ink across this design. When I get towards the bottom, I tend to kind of flip my squeegee and go sideways just so I can make sure I don't go off. The good thing about ink as well is it takes a little longer to dry than paste does, okay? So if you are working with the paste, you're kind of rushing against the clock of that paste drying out on you. So you have to know exactly what you've got going on and be able to get in and get out quickly. With the ink, it doesn't dry as fast. You have more time to think as you go instead of having everything mapped out ahead of time. Or doing like the paste and peel method, you know? So I am gonna scrape all of this excess off of this transfer so that I've got a nice even layer below, okay? Now these are touch sensitive. So when you put these down, you wanna make sure that you press them really, really well so that you get really good contact between the transfer and the surface, okay? That way that this is not going to bleed underneath. That sticky mat under there is gonna help you to where your fabric doesn't move around, because fabric has a lot of give to it and it tends to move a lot. But if you use that sticky mat, you won't have a problem. Okay. I mean, I don't want to brag, but you know, I'm kind of a professional. See what I mean? I just saying. No, just kidding. I'm not a professional at all. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in a water bath. I have that like as far away from me as possible. It's right over here. So I just flip mine upside down in water, and then I will let that dry. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to dry this a smidge, but you wanna take the ink mat out, okay? Don't ever apply any heat to your sticky mat, I should say, because it will warp it. Okay, so here we go. I'm just sliding this out. If you think you might have some bleed, you can get yourself a piece of parchment, just like this, and then you can fold it and put it in between there so that you don't have to worry about it going down to this fabric underneath while you iron and work on it, okay? So just slide that piece in there, and now let's dry it. Okay, so I know you're gonna be shocked. I finally got an extension cord for my heating tool. I mean, it's only taken me 6 months. Okay. So you call yours a heel too, huh? All right, see, this is interesting. This is interesting. I've heard a lot of questionable answers on TikTok that I won't repeat here. But good to know that y'all call it, the majority of y'all call it a heel. We've only had one person call it the butt. No judgment. Call it whatever you want. All right, so I am going over this. I don't want to put parchment paper down on top of this while it's still really, really wet. Oh, thank goodness. Oh yes. Yeah, this is a heat gun. It's really hot. For sure. I'm trying to dry it as much as possible before I put that piece of parchment on top and use my easy press, which I won't be able to do on camera because that cord is not long enough, to dry it. But if you do not have an easy press, listen, all you gotta do is use an iron. You don't have to go out and buy fancy equipment. Just cover it with a piece of parchment paper, set your iron to like medium-high heat, and iron it 4 minutes front and back. Easy peasy. Hi, Julie. Hey, Michelle. You know, and ink projects are not, I don't know why. I don't do a lot of ink. Like, I go through phases with my projects, and I'll do a ton of ink projects, and then not so much. But what's great about, and I'll show you, I mean, because you only need so many tea towels, but I mean, I changed mine with the seasons. Do y'all change yours? And the closer you get, and you kind of just hold it there, it kind of does a mini heat set for you. Because what I want to avoid is putting this parchment down and that ink picking up and moving with the parchment as I'm drying it. Because what's going to happen is it will smear the words inside, and these words are very narrow. I don't have a lot of margin for error there. So I'm trying to dry this as much as possible before I put the Easy Press on top of it. Now my Easy Press, if you have one, I set mine on 305 degrees for 30 seconds and I iron front and back. Haley, you're awesome. Thank you for keeping up with it. Okay. I think that is good enough. We're going to see how that works. Y'all, I always have an urge to like stick my finger in it and I always mess it up. So I'm trying not to do that this time. Okay, so parchment paper. I'm just going to put the parchment paper down on top of it and then I'm going to use the Easy Press to iron it real quick. Let me move my ink mat. Hold on. 30 seconds, right? And then we'll get started on the next one. And y'all probably can't see me because I am totally off camera. But there we go. All right, so it's set. Let's do the next one. What should we do the next one? Should we do Made from Scratch? Cook, Eat, Pray. I know I'm doing that one. I just know it. And then Leftovers Are for Quitters. Do y'all have leftovers in your house? We very rarely have leftovers. Like, I judge my cooking by whether there's leftovers or not. I mean, we're big people, let's face it. There's not a lot of leftovers in this house. All right, let's see. All right, now I'm gonna do the back. And I just flip it over. I don't untuck the trifold. All I do is just really just lay it right on top and leave the folds together with the parchment. I don't worry about it too much. You call it the heel too? Gosh, everybody is calling it the heel. That's so funny. All right, let me see. I gotta turn on. All right. I was actually really good. I meal prepped this week, which, you know, yay me, but it doesn't always work out that way. Okay, so we're tonight we're having pinwheels. Beef pinwheels. Okay, so cook, pray, eat. I just tried to make that all one word. So we're gonna do that one next. Okay. I kind of want to do the other one. Man, I'm going to have to fold another one because I kind of want all of these. All right. So that is done. So let me pull this up and then I will show you guys. Parchment we can set to the side. Okay, so here we go. Tea towel one complete. Can y'all see that? Does that show up pretty good on camera? I hope so. Because it is, I mean, that's perfect. And those lines are so crisp. Can y'all see that? I mean, you can see the writing perfectly in that. No bleed at all. All right, so next, we're gonna take that parchment out. We'll use that in just a second. Okay, so this one, all done. Let's throw this to the side. We'll go to the next one. All right, so let me see if I have any ink on my mat. Very, very little. I'm just gonna kind of pat that. This is a wet wipe, or a water wipe. You get them in the baby section. Literally, they're just called water wipes. Nothing fancy. And I'm just dabbing that ink off of that mat. Okay, so we're gonna stick this right inside here. Do the same thing we did before. Make sure I kind of have it straight. Okay, so I think we're gonna do the cook, pray, eat next. Isn't it cute? It really is, isn't it? All right, so we're gonna lift this straight up. Push that backer away from it like we talked about earlier. We're gonna save these backer sheets because once you're done with your transfers, they go right back on these backer sheets, okay? All right, so next we're gonna do the cook, pray, eat. Pressure sensitive. Make sure you're smoothing that out, okay? Make sure you don't have any wrinkles, any air bubbles, anything like that, okay? You just wanna make sure it's attached to that mat perfectly. Hey, Susan, how are you? All right, we're saving that piece of parchment because we're gonna finish that one up. And then vote, which one should we do for our last one? Should we do made from scratch or should we do leftovers or for quitters? Which one should we do? Let me know. All right, so let's see. Is this straight or is my head crooked? Is this good? All right, so we have a debate going, Susan, and people are probably thinking like, why is Haley asking me that? So it was a TikTok thing, what you call the heel of the bread. And everybody calls it like, well, I shouldn't say everybody. Most people were calling it something different. You call it the heel too. So we had one person on here call it the butt. I'll tell y'all what the other people on TikTok calls theirs. It wasn't appropriate for children though. Let me know. I don't want to offend anybody. God knows I don't want to offend anybody. All right, so we're going to do the lines in gold and then cook, pray, eat. We'll do that in black. We'll go in 2 colors. 2 colors. All right, let's mix this up, this black. Again, I use black probably more than anything, and we're down to the bottom. These last so long. With the inks, you don't have to add water to them, which I love. Now the paste, if you live in warm climates, you certainly do, but you don't have to do that with the inks. Okay, so we're gonna do cook, pray, eat, cook, pray, eat. I keep trying to make that one word. And black, and then we're gonna do the lines in gold, okay? So we're gonna do the gold first. Since it is such a small line, I don't need that much of it. Now I know why my mom didn't let me finger paint when I was a kid. I am messy. All right, so here we go. I'm going to pull away from the design. I'm going to put my eyeballs on because I can't see. All right, so we are doing what's called flooding the screen, which is the open area of the silk screen transfer, okay? I have a little extra right there. I'm just picking up. And then we're gonna do down at the bottom, we're just flooding that open area with color and then just saturating it. That's all silk screening is. All right, so now we're done with that color. I'm gonna set this to the side and we're gonna get another mini squeegee and we're gonna use black. And I am going to start up here at the top, a little bit above the silk screen area, and drag it straight down. Now, because these areas are clear, I can see when I've missed a spot and I know to go back and fix that. That is a lot. I was aggressive. That was aggressive. All right, so let's finish flooding those screens right there. It also helps when you're doing this, if you will go one direction when you're doing an open area of the screen. I am never good at that. I'll tell you that right now. I tend to go back and forth and use whatever method necessary. However, there are some die-hard silk screeners that believe that you should not do that. I have not had bad luck with that. But it is kind of up to you, your process. But I'll tell you, when I get down towards the bottom, I turn mine and go the completely opposite way. But they do say that you should go one direction. I just don't follow the rules. And it's never been a problem for me. I am scraping off all that excess ink, putting it right back in the jar. You don't want to waste it. Like I said, this stuff lasts you for a really long time, right? Okay, so check your hands. Make sure you don't have anything on there. Let's peel this up. I'm going to hold down that mat. I do have some on my hands. I can see it. You can also do this slowly if you want to. So if you miss a spot, you can lay this back down and cover it up. If it's like sticking really well, you can kind of shimmy it back and forth and it releases from your surface a lot easier, okay? All right, let's put this in water. Let me turn this back on. It keeps wanting to shut off on me. Okay. Now, we're going to take out this little ink mat that we just used. Black is notorious for going through the other side. So I am going to slide this in there so that it does not do that on me, okay? Now let's dry it again. These make excellent, excellent gifts. So do the banners. You'll notice that the ink is really shiny when it just goes onto your surface. And as it starts to dry, it kind of turns matte. Hey, Tamika. How are you? All right, so we're going to dry this before we heat seal it, okay? So that that parchment paper doesn't move it around. Any questions? What do you guys think? Do y'all think it's super easy? How many of you have tried an ink project before? Throw up some hearts. No ink projects? What? Tanya, I know you have. Ink is kind of scary for some people. Ink is a little intimidating. Okay, so I am doing a mini seal on this, okay? And I'm just drying it enough, if you're just coming in, so that the parchment paper won't move that black ink around. It's not going to be heat sealed all the way, like it will when you apply an iron to it or when you do the easy press, okay? But you want it dry enough to where that parchment paper is not going to be picking up a lot of excess ink and causing a huge problem. All right, so now that we've got that, again, we're going to cover this with a piece of parchment, and then we are going to heat seal this 305 degrees for 30 seconds. And then we'll do our last one. Okay. Again, if you're going to use an iron, medium-high setting for 4 minutes, front and back, okay? So which one should we do next? Made from scratch, it's got the little measuring cup on there, or should we do leftovers are for quitters? Let's do leftovers are for quitters, and we'll do it in the black and gold, and then we'll do the knife or the 2 forks in gold. What do you think? I did cut the stencil. I did. let me flip this real quick. We're going to heat set the back. It just makes them easier to handle when you heat set them, I think. All right, we're going to do the last one. Okay, so here's my thought process because I'm so Looney Toonies. The eat, cook, pray, eat, pray, cook, whatever. That's done in black and gold. The middle one will be done in gold, and then we'll do the other one in black and gold as well, so that they can hang all in a row and they'll kind of match. How's that work? That makes my OCD heart so happy. All right, here we go. That one is done. I'm gonna leave that parchment over there. All right. Hi, Brianna. Okay, so there we go. What do you guys think? Cook, pray, eat right there. How super cute is that one? Okay, so that one we're gonna leave to the side. And then we're gonna do the last one. And I'm gonna get this black ink off my hand. Isn't it cute? I know, right? But you can see the ring light. Does that bug y'all? If that y'all can see that? I'm trying to make this, well, and look, can we just talk about the inventory right there? Who needs something? I was so embarrassed how much inventory I have when we moved. I mean, I felt like I had some serious explaining to do with the hubs. It was bad. Nope. Awesome. Good, good, good. You're loving the view. We're supposed to have manatees. Well, this is, okay, so this is the word on the street about the canal. Apparently, so you don't see anything. Shh. You don't see anything. Uh-oh. He's home. 911 people. All right. He must have known I was talking about him. Okay, so I'm using a wet wipe. I'm not rubbing. I'm just dabbing to get all of this off. Y'all say hi to Todd. He just walked in. I can hear him. Right? Listen. This man will probably be so tickled that I am live because I have not been going live. And he, you know, he didn't want to say anything, but you know he's thinking it like, how much money do you have in inventory and craft supplies back here? You need to get going live again, woman. But he has been the biggest. Hi, Valerie. How are you? Hey, how's your new place? I'll tell him. He's back there. So listen. So he went on a 3-mile walk with me yesterday. You know, I mean, was it yesterday or the day before? Kind of guilted him into exercising with me. So we came home and he got a shower and he didn't pick his foot up high enough and he broke his toe getting out of the shower. He's not walking with me anymore. This is what happens. God love his heart, y'all. Wait, I missed the first part, Valerie. Oh, you're moving this weekend. Oh, okay. I knew you were moving. I just didn't know when. God, I feel for you. It's going to be okay, though. Just know that this too shall pass. But moving is no joke. It's not for the faint of heart. I know. I know. And then, I don't know what it is about him. When he comes home, I all of a sudden decide that I can't move the lower half of my body. So I'm like, can you get this for me? Can you do that for me? And he is over it. He's like, no, I can't. I cannot. All right, so that one is wet. So we're going to use another small piece of this. And I think this will fit. We're going to do leftovers or for quitters, but I have to make sure it'll fit. Okay, it'll fit this way. Okay. This is going to be so cute. Yeah, he's not gonna exercise anymore. All right, I'm just sticking this down to this mat. And then, let me scroll up so I can see you guys. I know. Oh, Aiden's watching. Hi, sweet Aiden. How are you? Okay, last one. You guys are so patient, hanging out with me and all my craziness. You guys are the best. All right, let's lay this last transfer on here. Got it. Pressure sensitive. Push this down really, really well. Make sure that you have really good contact, no air bubbles. You don't want it to bleed. Underneath, you want those nice, pristine, perfect little letters. All right, save this. Where did we stick the other ones? Oh, we stuck them in here. Okay. We'll save this one. We'll do this one on like something else. Let's do it on a pot holder or something. Okay, so here we go. So let's do the gold. That's a problem waiting to happen. We're gonna go with a different one. All right, we got a new one. We're gonna do the 2 forks in that, okay? Let me put my eyeballs on so I can see. All right, so again, we're gonna start a little bit ahead or above, and we're gonna flood that screen. Wow, I was really zealous with that ink. Okay, so put the rest of that. Yes, you know Haley. She's asking for me because, listen, it's a TikTok thing. So there was a TikTok thing of what you call the heel, well, the end of the bread. Like for us down south, we call it the heel of the bread. But in other parts of the country, they call it the butt of the bread. And it's like the chili situation where everybody eats like something totally different and random with their chili. And we are, no, Haley is being super, super awesome and she's asking for me. All right, we're closing that up. And then we're gonna, again, get a wet wipe and wipe our hands. Make sure they're super clean. I can hear him. I don't know where he is, but I can hear him. Okay. Yeah, she's been here for a while. Okay, so let's do the black. Okay. But Tina, we have had some invaders over the years, have we not? Good times, good times. Okay, that's aggressive. Listen, it doesn't take a lot. Don't be like Nikki. Okay, so here we go. Somebody is sending me voice messages. Okay, so let's do it this way, shall we? Let's just go this way. All right, and I'm a lefty, so you don't adjust your TV sets. Yeah, it's over there. I don't know if you can probably can't see it. I might have to adjust the camera next time. We did get a boat. It's out there. It's out there. Are you kidding? There is no way that man could go without having himself a boat in that boathouse. It was killing him. All right. So I'm scraping off all the excess. I'm waiting for him to pop his little head around the corner from somewhere and scare the bejesus out of me. I don't know where he is. Okay, so scrape off all of the excess. Okay, so I like to scrape until I can see the design fully underneath. It just, that lets me know that I've got a nice thin layer of ink. And then it's not going to take a really, really long time to dry. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's close this up. Check your hands for like the 900th time to make sure that you're not sporting any ink anywhere. Of course, Aiden. Of course. Absolutely. Come and go with Gavin. All right, so let's pull this up. You have an open invitation, son, anytime. Need a home-cooked meal? Just come to my house. Need somebody to do your laundry? Just come to my house. I got you. All right. Again, put this in a water bath. Okay. Your mom will be here because she'll be like, oh my gosh, Nikki's going to get to see you. I want to see you. So then she'll get to come visit. So it'll be a whole thing. I've got this all planned out. All right, so now let's take this. Take that little ink mat, sticky mat off, okay? Put your parchment in between. Oh, uh-oh. Why? What don't I know? You forget. I've got two. I've raised two myself. I got you. I got you. Okay. Hi, Angel. It would be hilarious if he just showed up in this like don't even skip. Like, where is he? Is he outside? I feel like he is. There's no telling where that man is. He's beautifully, perfectly, wonderfully made. He's doing well, much better. We're hoping he gets to go home from the hospital this week. All right, let's dry this baby up. It'll be the last one. And then we'll have to do another live this week. Listen, I have figured out Instacart and Walmart, and they're delivering my groceries, and it's changed my life. So I no longer have to like run out and do those things. So I should have more time to craft. That's my hope. I even went antiquing today. I even had time for that, which is rare for me. I mean, there's no place like Alyssa's back home that I have found yet. I'm probably gonna have to go to St. Augustine to find places that even come close to comparing to the antique mall that we have back home. But man, oh man, I sure do love looking. Okay, so I'm heating this back up because I let mine turn off. All right, post your questions while we're waiting for that to heat up. Oh, you're working from home now? That's awesome, Valerie. Good for you. Did you really? I miss Alyssa's. Y'all don't know how good you have it. First of all, let me just tell you. One, y'all don't know how good you have it with the food. Because, I mean, although Palm Coast is really good, Jacksonville, not so much, food-wise. But, man, I'm telling you, the Alyssa's, there's just no place like Alyssa's over here. That's for sure. All right, so let's do this one real quick. Heat setting it for 30 seconds. There we go. And then I'll be able to wash these and dry these, and you won't have to worry about the ink running once the heat's set. So let's talk about this new little baby right here, this little catalog, okay? So this just came out. Tons and stuff, tons of new stuff in here for you to decorate with. So if you are a Club Couture subscriber, you are automatically going to get this. Oh, and let me grab, I don't know if I can get past the camera to grab it, but I want to grab the transfer for this month because there's a couple of perks that come with being a Club Couture subscriber that I want to make sure that y'all know about. One, you get the new catalog. It's going to be sent to your house. Two, for all of your purchases other than the monthly subscription. The monthly subscription ships for free. But all your other purchases for being a monthly subscriber ship for $4.95. And that includes, like, if you go to sign up and they have that right now for Club Couture subscribers, you get 15% off a Chalk It Up kit. So you get a nice chalkboard, you could get squeegees, you could add things to your cart that you might want to use if you want more than, you know, one color to do, like to reuse your transfer with. All of your shipping is flat rate $4.95, which is fantastic. Right now you get the one of the Chalk It Up kits for free, or not for free, for 15% off. But here's the deal. Here's what you do get for free. So if you are signed up for Club Couture by February 28th, is it 20? Yeah, 28th. You are going to automatically get, sometime in March, okay, they're going to send you a small exclusive transfer, and you're going to get some of the new chalk paste, okay, the new creamy dreamy formulated chalk paste that's supposed to glide on like a dream. You're going to get samples of that, so I think it's 3 of those, and then you're going to get your small transfer. So how many of you are Club Couture subscribers? How many of you are getting, hi Kai Kai, how many of you are getting those awesome deals? I know I've got a few of you on here that are going to be getting that. So quite the perks for that. I mean, as a designer, I get 40% off. But shipping can still kill me as a designer. So I went and signed up as a Club Couture subscriber myself, so that I can get flat rate shipping as well on stuff. And that just helps me be able to pass on that deal to you guys as well for like my specials that I run and things like that. Fantastic. So if you are a designer or you're interested in becoming a designer and you want to know how you can get 40% off, just message me. I've got all the details that I can show you, that I can tell you how to make your own DIY home decor so your house is beautiful too, and you don't have to spend all that money. And we're going to do it on a budget. Ballin' on a budget, people. So if you are like me and you wanted that discount, let me know. All right, so let me turn off the heat press, and then let's look at these tea towels. How long have I been on? Like maybe, I don't even know. Hold on. Maybe an hour. So I've been on an hour. I talk a lot. So we have done all 3 of these tea towels right here, live today, right? Super, super easy. Hold on, I'm going the wrong way. That's it. There we go. Look at how cute those are. Check those out. We did those. We did those together. They're going to be so cute in my kitchen, you guys. I'll be sure to take a picture for you guys and post it. Easy peasy. Okay, so, oh yeah, I wanted to show you the transfer. Hold on. I don't know if I can get back there. Like it is, I might break a toe. Hold on. Where is it? Okay, so this is the transfer that you get this month. And if, so if you join as a Club Couture subscriber, you actually don't get charged till the 5th of the month. So if you join now, it's $19.99. You get this transfer and 3 sample pastes plus all of the instructions on how to use that transfer and how to create a design with it. So you get a PDF and you get access to a video that shows you how to use that, okay? So it ships free. It's $19.99 plus 3 pastes. This is the transfer for this month, okay? It says, go confidently in the directions of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. And it's got those cute little decorative arrows on there. So it comes in 3 different pieces, and you'll be able to cut this up on the chalk lines right there. Right there, so that you can separate these and you can mix and match these wherever you want. All right, you guys. that is it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I truly appreciate it. I will be back on this week. If you have not already subscribed to my text messaging, I need you to text the symbol at, chalk, the number 4, and the letter U to 81010. So when I go live, you will be able to know when I'm live. And if you can't join me then, you'll know that you have a video that you can watch the replay on. All right, you guys have a fabulous day. I'll see you later in the week. Bye.